Hello and welcome to the Lady Sews. This is a very quick update on my giant onions, which I was very pleased when I got back from Madeira to discover were still alive and the irrigation system had worked. They have been a bit neglected really, or I'm not looking after them perhaps as well as I ought to, but they're still doing okay. I think the thing I'm most surprised at, that I had grade 1 and grade 2 as you remember, and actually this is a grade 1 and this is a grade 2, and actually there isn't really any difference between them. They're not putting on as many new leaves as they were in the beginning. I've just dropped some water on here, so I'm just wiping it off. But that's fine, I understand. So, but they're doing okay. As I say, they are putting on new leaves. There's some new leaves coming up here, but as I say, not as quickly as they were in the beginning. The ones that I've got eight that I planted into this size pot before I went on holiday. I don't think I'm going to plant them up any higher, any bigger. I don't know yet. They're certainly not ready to be potted on at the moment. I'm more mindful of the fact that at some point they're going to have to go in the ground, and I don't really want to have to dig to Australia to get them in. So I'm pleased with them. I'm not looking after them perhaps as well as I ought to, but you know, they've got two chances, haven't they, really? So really that was it. I just wanted to just to let you see where they're doing, and you know, they're not too bad at all. Now the other thing I want to do is just give you also a quick update on my peppers and chilies, those that are both growing for the chili challenge, and also the ones that I pricked out before I went on holiday, although I think the video came out while I was on holiday. So let me just go and get those. These are the peppers the chilies that I'm growing for the chili challenge. They actually need a bit of a water. These, I've got quite a lot of the Joe's Long. I don't have many of the Longhorn, and they are definitely light, and also need to put some more vermiculite on top of these. So let me see if I can show you one here. This is one of the XXL Longhorns. It got squashed a bit because I had it in, because I needed to give it light, and I didn't have enough space in the light box that I've got for the onions. So I put them in my propagator with no heat, but with light, and I think they just grew too much and they've got bent down because of the lid of the propagator. But I'm sure they'll, you know, straighten up. They're now in a different light box that I've made. I'll put a picture up of it, which is sitting in the dining room at the moment, and I've just made that out of a cardboard box which I've lined. But the roots are starting to grow out the bottom of this, so it may well be that it's actually getting ready for needing to be potted on again, because I think I did pop this on before. Yeah, oh yes, look. So I might do that later on today. I think I potted these on because I'd sown these earlier before I went on holiday, where the others, which I'll come to in a sec, they were only pricked out before I went on holiday. So these are some of the Joe's Long, and I think again, looking at it, let's see if I can get it out without damaging it. Squeeze away here. Yeah, they're also needing to be moved up into the next size pot, which I will do, as I say, either today or tomorrow. I'll pot those on, but actually they all need a water at the moment. So I'm quite pleased with this. It may well be that the XXL Longhorn bearing in mind, and this is a Joe's long, and they were sown at the same time, that their name is more derived from the fact that this is a longer pepper in height than this one. Who knows? Anyway, we'll see. Now these are the ones that I pricked out just before I went on holiday, and I put them into those little cells. When I came back, they'd well outgrown those little cells. But also the other thing they had was air roots, which Jason from Allotment of the Dead mentioned about the Solanaceae family getting air roots. So I actually potted these on when I got back, which is just over a week ago. And I'm really pleased with these. These are predominantly peppers. I've got 1 or 2 chilies amongst these, but these are more chilies with virtually no heat. But these are actually peppers, some sweet peppers. So, but I'm really pleased with how well these are all doing. I'm not actually sure where they're all going to go, but I've got some plans, and hopefully we have a nice summer like we did last year. Hopefully we do, and I think it will help mitigate some of this awful winter that we've had, although I admit I haven't been here for all of it. But they've only been potted on for a week, so they're fine at the moment in their little grow tent. And while I was away, there were these enormous peppers in the supermarket, absolutely enormous peppers. I will put a photograph up of how big they were. And I confess that I did bring some seed back, and I've sown them. So whether I get a big pepper or whether all I end up with is just the standard size pepper, I've got no idea. But they haven't germinated yet. They're in the propagator at the moment. So I'll just add to the pressure of where I'm going to put all these peppers. I think I'll be giving some of them away to my friends somehow. But anyway, that's where I am with my peppers and chilies and onions. So until the next time, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you again, hopefully again. Bye for now. Bye.